last 15 years, carrier networks have moved from almost purely TDM with the advent of the internet around 1995 to being much more packet. We're on the trail to become wholly packet networks. We're still not there. But what's emerged along the trail is the basic transport mechanism is Ethernet. Ethernet is pretty pervasive in carrier networks in the access and aggregation space. And as the bandwidth keeps ramping up, what you aggregate has to keep ramping up. So what has been Gig E is a pretty standard interface, a pretty standard uplink and aggregation point. 10 Gig E now is quickly taking that role. What I see the 8700 doing is fills this space that is pretty prevalent in carrier networks where you're aggregating a bunch of 10 Gig E's, putting them on DWDM. One of the main drives of technology innovation is to be able to reduce the size and increase the power, that is the capacity, the computing power or the network throughput power. You can't win in the market by staying at the same level. You have to keep advancing, making more compact. And in order to fit in that same footprint, whether it's a faceplate or the actual volume in a data center or the volume in a CO or POP of a carrier is critical. The picture is getting more complex. Programmability is a way that carriers are going to be able to continue operating their networks as they become more complex underneath. Networks need to be programmable so that you can recognize conditions and then react to them and have a program that tells the network what to do in the case of this anomaly or the case of a big change in network traffic. You have to know what's going on in the network. When the network's changing underfoot, on the fly, it has to be programmed. And big data, the analytics, will help solve that problem. And we all depend on networking. There's no way to do business without it. And now I see Ciena bringing raw power of Ethernet aggregation, 10 Gig E's, and it has the raw power of the Packetwave, of the wave logic, the DWDM side. So I see it as a marrying of the basic raw power of the Ethernet transport and the DWDM transport. That's the design point that Ciena hit with the 8700.